Hey, this is Tanker Vapes. Thought I'd do a little bit of a review and build on this Bruce Pro Innovations Yellow Jacket here. It's a 24 millimeter RDA. It's kind of interesting, as I'll show you later. It has a Ultim drip tip, stainless steel. This stainless steel part here is just like a cage. So I'm gonna pull this apart. You'll see this section comes off, which is just like the outer covering there. You got your bottom airflow. Then you have this Ultim piece right here with the O-ring to hold that cage section on. Pull the Ultim off. I have an old build in here too as well. And you have this mushroom type dome piece right here. And then if you want to squonk, you got a outlet here and an outlet here for your juice. And it just kind of, when you squonk it, just kind of flows down right onto your coil, which is pretty awesome. Here's how you would capture your leads here. Just little Allen screws. You got a 510 pin that doesn't protrude very much at all. I wouldn't put this like on a hybrid or on a mech. So, alright. You got the, here, let me grab a little thingy here. You got your juice well here, which is, it's pretty good sized juice well right here. The only thing I don't like about it is you see right here, this part right here, when you're putting your cotton through your coil and then you got to run your coil into your juice well, it can kind of, that little corner right there can kind of get in the way with putting your cotton into the juice well, and it's the same on the other side, but it's not that big a deal. I haven't had a real problem with it. And right here, your air is going to go into the bottom here, and the airflow is going to come out right there. If you can see, airflow is going to come out, hit your coil, then into your mouth hole. So the flavor is okay with this RDA. It's not like spectacular. I'm guessing that's because of the type of airflow. But with this dome and the way this is built here, you get no spit back, no popping in your mouth, which is really nice. Alright, let's take this old build out. Got my handy dandy screwdriver here. Alright, just take these coils out here. Now when you are putting the coils in, you got to try to get your coils as close to that little mushroom as you can. You see there? So the airflow hits it. It can be a little bit difficult and a little bit fiddly, but it's pretty good. Here we'll get you a better look at the airflow and the little bottom feeding juice nozzles, as it were, right there. I haven't put this on a squonker yet. I got a squonker coming, and then I'll try it out. But it looks like it would work really well. Not real sure. Alright, so there's your, these right here, your post holes. They're pretty good size, and the way they're set up to squeeze the wire is really good. You wouldn't probably have a problem putting pretty much any size coil, although you can't really, because of the way this is, you can't put like tremendously large coils in here. You would have a problem getting your airflow right and things like that. I would have liked if they would have made this, I don't know, I would say the airflow thing down here just a little bit. Maybe put this airflow about right there and had a this covered up like that, it would have been better if the airflow would have been a little bit lower. But seeing the way the airflow is now, and when I've used this, it's almost impossible to get this thing to leak unless you're just straight up a dumbass and fill up, you know, drip so much in here that your liquid level gets up to here. That's the only way it'll leak. So that's a good point about it. All right, let me get my wire here. Put this on its little stand. Look at that. Dirk. All right, let me get my wire here. I'm going to be using some private coil stainless steel 316L staggered fuse Clapton. Yeah. I don't like the pre-made Claptons or pre-made coils. I like wrapping my own coils. But that's pretty much what the wire looks like there. I mean, this is decent wire. I haven't had a problem with it. Alright. Oh, I did it. Unraveled everywhere. That's okay. It's not a tragedy. Alright. Let's cut off some wire. Boom. Cut off some more wire. Boom. It's like that. I'll probably do a 5 wrap. We'll see how it looks once I get these set in. I'm going to do a 5 wrap on this little coil jig here. Little coil jig that pretty much everybody knows about. I'm going to be doing a 3mm wrap. So 3mm coil, my bad. Alright, so let's just wrap it. I know you can't see. Fingers are all in the way. We got 3, 4. Alright, I'm going to take this 4. I'm going to put it up to here just to see what it looks like. Yeah, I'll do 5 so it's spaced properly. And 5. Alright. Push them together. Push them together a little bit. There. And then what I like to do is I like to get a little pair of pliers. Kind of grab the lead and hold on to the coil like this. And then just pull it. And then just pull the other side. Like that. And see how it spreads the legs out like that. Pulling those wires with a pair of pliers kind of tightens up your coil around this here. So as it tightens up your coil, you know, you don't have as much looseness when you mount it in here, and it just makes it easier with the tight coil. So alright, so I'm gonna do another 5 wrap. The next coil, same thing. You got 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it in the camera. Kind of new at these reviews, so 4. And you know, 5. Wait. Okay. That's 6 because I'm a dumbass. Yep. Alright. That's fine. I'll undo 1. Alright, we've got our 5 wraps here. Do the same thing. Hold the coil on your jig. Pull one side. Pull the other side. Tighten up that coil. And this side seems to be a little bit loose, so I'm gonna tighten it a little more. There we go. Alright. And boom. Alright, this is kind of like a postless design, even though it have posts. I don't even know why they call them postless designs anymore, considering that they are posts, but it's whatever. The true postless design RDAs that they first came out with, the posts were pretty much into the deck. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but alright, I'm going to trim these leads to where I think they should be. You know, just some guesswork, because that's what I do. I don't have one of those little things, little coiled leg measurers. I'm not sure what they're called. Make this one same distance, just like that. Alright, so now I'm going to drop these coils into drop the leads into here, see if they're the right size. And it kind of gets stuck like that on there, and you just kind of gotta finagle it down. Alright, this looks fine. These leads will work on this one. So I'm gonna grab my next coil, do the same thing to it, cut the leads. Alright, I mean, I don't know if y'all really need to see lead cutting. Boom, and cut the other one the same distance. Go to the other side. Let's see if I can get this coil. If this coil's good. Kind of push that down in there. Now this RDA does have, it seems like, a lot of room down in there to place your leads, so it's pretty forgiving in leg length of your leads. Alright, there you go. Boom. Got those staggered fused Claptons in there. Alright, and like I said, you want to get the coil, where's my pokey dilly? You want to get the coil as close to the top of this as you can, so as much airflow gets on that coil as possible. So I'm going to put my coil jig back in here, kind of straighten that up a little bit. This is hard to do on camera. Then I'll just raise it up, hold it with my thumb, tighten it down, tighten the other side down, alright. Let's see what we're looking at here. So you don't want to be touching this bell, but you do want it as close as you can get it. And that is pretty damn close. I mean, that's almost too close. But I think that'll work. Alright, let's go to the other side, do the same thing. Alright, hold that right where I want it. I can always push them down a little bit if I need to. Tighten that up. Alright, tighten this side up. Boom. Alright, let's see. Straighten out this coil. Alright, that looks pretty good. As you can see, there's a little bit of airspace between the coil and the cap. Just a smidgen. Let me make sure. I might have to bring this side down just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's good right there. And this one, not touching. Straighten up this coil a little. There we go. I mean, all in all, this RDA is not that difficult to build, and I quite like it a lot. The flavor's pretty decent. Alright, let's get these burning, and you know, firing, glowing all uniformly. Alright, let's see, 65. I'm gonna bring this down to about 25 watts to start off with. I'm at a 0.1 ohm right now, but that's gonna go up once you fire the coils and get them heated up. Your ohms is gonna go up. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's start it out. I like to give it a long burn first off. Alright, so just to get them nice and warm. There we go. There's now it's happening. Now it's happening. Alright. Alright, let's go to this other side, because I saw it was heating up first. Alright, give it a little strum. A little strum. Give this one a little strum. I'm going to turn up the wattage to about, I don't know, 40 after that first burn, just so things go a little bit quicker here. Alright, this coil's looking pretty good. Check to see if we have any hot spots. I don't see any on that one. And this coil is looking pretty good. They're all burning pretty even. Look at that, huh? Oh, I see a hot spot. Let's get that hot spot out of there. Alright. Alright, let's get our cotton. Let that cool off for a minute. I'm using some of this Pro Cotton by Coil Master. 100% organic, it says. Alright, so get our scissors here. Cut off a little swath of cotton. Boom. Alright. Of course, this is way too much cotton, so I'm just going to separate some of this. About right there is good. About right there is good. Highly technical. Here we go. Alright, let's grab this deck. If it's not still 1,000 degrees. Let's cool it off a little bit. Give it a little blow. That's what she said. Alright. Alright, put it back on our little... This isn't really an addy stand. This is the little stand that the RDA actually came with. I need to get some addy stands. I like to just give my cotton a little twist on the end. Boom, just like that. Pull her through there. And now you want this kind of snug but not tight. Just work it, make sure it's kind of loose in there. Just like that. Boom, that's one side. Just pinch the cotton with your fingers. Twist like that. Boom. I've seen people that use the shoelace cotton and all that stuff, but I've been vaping for so long, I don't know how I feel about that. So I just do it the old school way. There we go. Just pull it back and forth. Pull it back and forth. Make sure it's kind of loose in there, but not too loose. If that makes any sense at all. And the way I cut the cotton for this RDA is I basically just go a little bit further than the edge here. We're about right there. Boom, just like that. Same on the other side. And same on the other side. Sorry. Trying to get my fat fingers out of the way. Alright. I'll just even this up there. And I just basically use the scissors to push the cotton in. Basically, you just want your cotton to be touching the bottom of that juice well. You just want your cotton to be touching ever so slightly the bottom of that juice well. So I'll just take my scissors, poke them in, put both sides in there. There we go. That side. That side. Alright. You don't want to cramp your cotton right here. If you see that, how that's bent over a little bit. When you put your cotton in your juice well, I like to give it a little tug. I like to just get the pressure off of that area just so the juice flows a little better. Yeah, see, like this one. Just lift it up. Lift your wick up just a little bit so that juice is not constrained going into that coil right there, and has a nice, good, open fiber flow. Alright. So the juice I'm going to be using today for this RDA is going to be, it's going to be some Suicide Bunny Sucker Punch 6 milligram. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and put some juice on these coils. There we go. Just paint your coil here. Go to the other side. Same thing. Get it all nice and pre-wetted. And I'm going to put some coil on the cotton over here. Let it soak in. Put some cotton over here. Juice on the cotton over there. And as you can see, when you squonk this thing right here, that juice is just gonna kind of flow down onto your coil. Just boom, just like that. Which is a pretty nice design, I think, for a squonker. And when you drip, when you're dripping this atomizer and not using a squonker, it's going to go straight through the mouthpiece on top of that dome and right onto your cotton, just like that. It's a pretty good design. I like it quite a bit. Like I said, that airflow could be a little bit lower, and it would add to some flavor. But other than that, this is a great RDA. I'm going to put the Ultim on. Put your little stainless steel cage on. And you can adjust the airflow just by turning this stainless steel cage part left or right. It doesn't have any stops or anything. There you go. Yeah, see, you can adjust the airflow by turning this cage here. You know, I mean, it just goes all the way around. Alright, let's head back up. I'll vape it and give you my thoughts. My final thoughts on it. Alright, I'm back on top with the Bruce Pro Innovations Yellow Jacket 24mm right there. It's a pretty good device. Let's vape it. You got to do the whole lean back while you're blowing out the vape shit, right? You make the big eyes, because that makes the vape much better. I don't know if I'm like dissing other reviewers or whatnot, but I really don't care. So I do like it. I ended up with a 0.154 ohm dual coil build in here, and I really like it because you can just you got that little dome there. The juice just goes right on your coils. You can just dump your juice in there. It's great. The airflow is pretty nice. I kind of like the airflow off of this. Some people might call it turbulent. I don't know, but I really don't care. If it vapes good, I'll vape it. This RDA, I like it. Lean back in the eyes. Lean back in the eyes. That's the proper way to do it. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this build and review of the Bruce Pro Innovations Yellow Jacket. Hope to catch you next time. I'll be coming out with a new vape video pretty soon. Alright, later.